Let me carry on from my last video because I talked about my upbringing and everything. It was Holly Course Housing Projects. Anybody could look it up. San Francisco, California. Mayor London Breed actually went there. She was the first black mayor that was selected. She actually went there a couple times. But that was after my family moved out when I was 16 years old. My father got a little concerned because his sons were turning into becoming pretty kind of crazy. When I say crazy, not criminal, but like we didn't give a fuck no more. And whatever way we had to survive, get down, taking martial arts or whatever it is that we did what he had to do. I mean, we were the whole entire real deal in terms smoking weed with myself. First time I dropped acid, I was 15 years old. I mean, I have to say it because that's the way Project Life was. We grew up very fast, okay? Looking back during those times, I can never understand. I used to ask God why I have to grow up there and go to the crazy schools the whole bit. But looking back on it, I believe there's a purpose behind it because if I didn't understand, then I wouldn't understand. I don't know if that makes any sense. Even though there was a lot of bad friction between blacks and whites back in the 60s, okay, because there was in the early 70s. Looking back on it, I don't hold no personal animosity, grudges, or anything else like that. 'Cause there was many blacks I met. There was always, every race has their good and bad. There was many blacks that I did meet that were good people, whereas the other ones who just plain hated whites because of crap that happened and you couldn't get through to them would, victimize whites just for being whites, okay. That was the reality of inner city life. And anybody who knows the inner city would validate that. And the only way you got respect is that you had to be good with your fists, your feet, street fighting, the whole bit. And, I don't need to go into all that because that's in my past, okay. But I went away with quite an education that I could never get if I was a white upper suburbia. White upper suburbia is bullshit. I have a lot of respect for people who grew up where I grew up at, no matter what color of the skin, because we know the real deal, and everybody else is full of shit. That's the problem in this country right now. That's just why I did run for president. I would know how to fix things very quick. Blacks overall get my respect and support like everybody else, and thumbs up, man. If you hear this, you know who I am. I know who you